What's up, everyone? So in this video I'll be looking at Kevari. Previously I covered Angola yesterday, but today we'll be looking at Kevari. So Kevari finished top of Group A, on top of Nigeria and Uganda. I covered Uganda in a previous video, and Kevari just had a record of 3-1. The reason why they only show 4 games is because Mali got disqualified. I mentioned this in the Ugandan video, but with that out of the way, man, let's just get right into it. So Kevari, they finished number 4 in the Afrobasket. They are a team that is actually pretty good to see, and having them match up and be in a same group as Nigeria, really drew some excitement and attention. I made it. I liked it. I looked forward to their matches. They're actually one of the teams that I liked watching. Kevari and Nigeria, I liked watching. So definitely, let me just get into it. So Kevari matched up with Nigeria. They won the first matchup. This was way back in. This was just way back in November last year, to be exact, 26 November. This game ended 79-71. We had spectacular performances from the Kevari side. But look, before we get to even the spectacular performances, you can even look at the way these guys just came out of the gate. You could see Nigeria, they out-rebounded Kevari in the rebounds department, but this wasn't enough, as Kevari were just 4 rebounds shy from tying it. But Kevari overall, they shot pretty well. They shot 50% from the field, 35% from deep, and 72% from the line. The reason why Nigeria weren't able to win this game, because from deep they only shot at an 11.5% rate. So this really hampered their productivity, especially on the court. And all these other boxes that the teams are supposed to fill. And when you look at points from turnovers, you could see it was a neck and neck, because both teams were turned over. Actually, this was actually a very interesting stat. Both teams turned over the ball at the same rate, 17 turnovers apiece. This was actually pretty funny to see. It was a very funny stat. But in the assist, you could see Nigeria led in that stat with 20 assists, 11 assists for Nigeria. When you lead in fouls like Nigeria, they had 17 total fouls. And this was actually one of the reasons why they lost that clutch matchup, because this game was decided by 8 points. So and in Kevari were not even let off the hook, because they also had 14 fouls. They had 3 blocks, so they were up there defensively. But Nigeria really dominated them in points in the paint, with 44 points in the paint. But the Kevari side, their bench was just productive. They're able to score from the bench. They had 28 points from the bench. Nigeria racked up second fast break points, 22 fast break points. This game had 17 lead changes, so it was like both teams were just going at each other, and there's no domination. It was just this game, I dare say, was decided at the free throw line, because if you look at the free throw stats, you could see Nigeria sank 82% of their free throws, while Kevari 72%. So the late scoring slump that Nigeria had in the fourth, just midway in the fourth, before the game ended, that's what made Kevari just pull away. And this game, both teams were just showing up pretty well. And looking even at the box score, you could see the usual suspects. We had 4 players scoring 10 points or more. We got Joel Almeida, 30 minutes played, 14 points, 50% shooting from the field, 40% from deep, and 66% from the line. He racked up 7 rebounds, 2 assists. He had a plus minus of +10. He was actually one of the key contributors in there. Then we've got Evan Almeida, his brother, in there. 26 minutes played, 13 points, 33% shooting from the field. Didn't have the greatest shooting night, especially from downtown, 37.5%. But on the line, he was 100%. He made all his free throws. He had 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. He had plus minus for +8. Then we've got Anderson Correa, 22 minutes played, 15 points, 42% shooting from the field, 33% from deep, and 2 of 2 from the line. So 7 rebounds, 4 assists. he struggled with 5 turnovers and 2 personal fouls. So this really, those turnovers really, despite them even winning this game, I mean, it was just not a good look. Then we have Jeffrey Newey Xavier, 24 minutes played, 14 points, 45% shooting from the field, 50% from the free throw line. I mean, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. So Kevari just outwitted Nigeria in this clutch matchup. Then we have Nigeria, where we saw 5 players scoring 10 points or more. We've got Keith Almeida, 33 minutes played, 13 points, 46% shooting. Ben Uzo, I mean, he's a former NBA player, 38 minutes played. This guy only rested for 2 minutes, but he didn't have a good night as scoring wise. But in the assist department, he almost had a near triple. He was 2 rebounds shy from a triple double. So he had 11 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. He struggled with turnovers, but he had a rare 4 steals. So credit to him. I mean, he did everything to try at least cut the deficit. Then we got Ike Diogu, 36 minutes played, 13 points. He had the worst shooting splits, 3 of 20 shooting, 15%. Not good at all. But he tried to make it up with 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, a block. But it wasn't enough, as Nigeria, they shoot well. I mean, they were 38% shooting. 27 out of 70 shots went in. 38% shooting from the field. And from the line, they tried to make it up, 14 out of 17. Overall, it was not a good game for Nigeria, as they're able to, they just threw, I can just say they threw away this game. But Kevari just ended up being the top side, and they showed why they finished. I think Kevari finished number 4 in the FIBA Afrobasket. But in the second time that they met, it was the same situation. Kevari won by 9 points, and it was an overall convincing performance from Kevari. You could see Kevari just put their foot down and they were just going at Nigeria. They were not backing down. They had the mental edge as they won the first game. In the second, they're able to beat Nigeria in the rebounds department. 53 total rebounds to Nigeria's 40. They out-rebounded Nigeria. They showed that they had the size to do it. And although Nigeria just tried to shoot better from deep, it wasn't enough, as Kevari were just sinking their shot. They shot from the 3-point line. They shot 44% from the 3-pointers, 35% shooting from 2-point field goals. It wasn't the best, as they only shot 39% from the field. But from the free throw line, they're able to score at a 73% rate. But Kevari really struggled in the fouls, as they fouled 18 times. They had also another. It was actually pretty interesting. They got tied again in turnovers, with 17 apiece. They tied in the first time with 17 apiece as well. I don't know what's going on. But in the assists, they showed up really good in 19 assists. But in the steals, Nigeria picked Kevari's pocket pretty well. But points from turnovers, Nigeria took that, 21 points. Points from the paint, points from the bench, Kevari took that start, 28 points from the paint and the bench. So overall, great game by Kevari. They came in, they picked up where they left off in the first window that they met. In this third window, they just picked off where they left off. And this game was dominated. Like the other game was the first game that Nigeria and Kevari matched up. It was like an even split. Both teams were not like both teams were, I dare say, they were controlling the game pretty well, and it's Kevari who outwitted Nigeria. But in this one, it was like so lopsided, as Kevari led this game for 31.46 minutes. So yeah, great game by Kevari. The usual suspects from Kevari just came in. We got Ivan Almeida, 31 minutes played, 14 points, 44% shooting from the field, 50% from deep, 2 of 4 shooting. He had 13 rebounds, so he finished his game with a double-double. He was 3 assists shy away from a triple-double of his own. Okay, he struggled with 4 personal fouls, 5 turnovers. He had 3 steals, +1 for +17. And we've got Walter Tavares. He was available. 30 minutes played, 15 points, 45% shooting from the field, 71% from the free throw line. He also finished with a double-double of his own. He had 13 rebounds. So it was 15 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists. He struggled with 5 personal fouls. I don't know why this guy is fouling that much. And he also recorded 3 blocks. And that's actually a spectacular stat. 3 blocks, defensive player of the year. Instead, there you go, 1 steal. So, I mean, it was just a good game for Kevari. They were able to outwit Nigeria. I mean, Nigeria just... We've got Chizima Nderitu he plays for the Sacramento Kings. 33 minutes played, 10 points, 28% shooting. I mean, Nderitu finished the game with a double-double of 10 points and 10 rebounds. Then we have, who else? Ike Diogu, for 5 minutes played, he didn't play as much. He only had 2 points. You've got Ikena, 28 minutes played, 13 points. I mean, 8 assists. He has 2 assists from making a double-double. I mean, then we've got Christian Mercola. I hope I haven't butchered his name, but 27 minutes played, 13 points, 44% shooting from the field. He also finished with a double-double, 13 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists go along with it and a steal. So Nigeria just weren't able to find an answer to beat Kevari, and this game goes to show you that. Then moving on to the next game, just going to look at Kevari versus Uganda. I mean, the first time that Kevari met Uganda, Kevari weren't able to outwit Uganda, as Uganda won this battle 77-74. They won this game. I was actually shocked to see Uganda win, but I wasn't that shocked because I was like, I gave the nod to Kevari because I feel like Kevari had all the tools to beat Uganda, but Uganda, came in and, proved me wrong. But overall, great game by Uganda. They shot 48% from their field, 53% on 2-point field goals, 35% from downtown. But in the free throw line, they had to get together because they shot an abysmal 35% from the line. They didn't even shoot well from the line. They were able to out-rebound Kevari, 40 total rebounds. It's something I've never seen before. So in their assists, they dished the rock pretty well. That's Uganda, 19 assists. Both teams really struggled in turnovers. Kevari led with 22 turnovers, Uganda 21 turnovers. In the fouls, I dare say the reason why Kevari lost is because they turn over the ball a lot and they foul a lot. So they had 20 personal fouls, which is crazy. I mean, you have to be disciplined on defense. But overall points in the paint, Uganda won this battle. Points in the paint, 34 points in the paint. Points from the bench, they won that battle. Fast break points. When you're winning in those stats, fast break points, points in the paint, points from the bench, there's no way you're going to lose that game. Although Kevari dominated this game for 21 minutes, they were not able to win as they blew it away. This game had 10 lead changes, and Uganda won this game in a clutch performance, which is actually pretty great. Then we have the usual suspects. We've got Baron Davies. This guy dropped 27 points on 50% shooting in 36 minutes. He shot 33% from deep and 38% from the line, which is not good. He went to the line 13 times, only made 5. But he finished his game with a double-double, 27 points, 10 rebounds. He struggled a lot. He had 3 assists. He struggled in the turnovers with 7 turnovers and 3 personal fouls and 2 steals. So not a good look for a guy who's scoring at that rate. Then we've got James Okello, 23 minutes played, 13 points, 54% shooting from the field, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, struggled with 5 personal fouls and 2 turnovers. So, I mean, it was not a good look. Then we've got Robinson Opong, another guy who played heavy minutes. He actually played 37 minutes played, almost not 38 minutes, 17 points, 58% shooting from the field. He didn't make a free throw, and he was 2 of 6 from downtown, so 50%, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Struggled with the 2 personal fouls and 3 turnovers, and he had rare 4 steals. And also Tony Dribella, he had 4 steals, and yeah, I mean, they're able to outlast Kevari. Kevari, you might think that they had like what it takes to beat them, but they had all the tools. They had almost five players scoring 10 points or more. Jeffrey Nunes, Xavier, 15 points. Ivan Almeida, 10 points. Fidel Bedonka, 11. Joel Almeida, 13. Kenneth Mendes, 13 points. I mean, they're shooting at very good splits, but at the end of the day, Uganda just came in and outwitted them. And this was the first matchup. This was way back in November, and they played this game in Angola. Then in the next time that they met, Kevari just made sure to beat Uganda 87-78. It was a high scoring game. Also, the other one was high scoring, but this one was it was actually pretty good because you had Tavares. He had a plus 24 efficiency, 21 points, 6 rebounds. He recorded 2 blocks, and it was overall great game for Kevari, especially to just get their payback as they were beaten in the clutch matchup the last time that they met. And speaking of that, they shot pretty well. They shot 54%, 54.5% on 2-point field goals. Their overall field goal percentage went higher. They shot 48%, which was pretty good. They had to shoot that. They had to shoot like that so they can be able to win that game. They in 3-point field goals, 29.4%, and 60.2% from the free throw line. So, despite Uganda leading in free throws in the free throw percentage 78.3%, I mean it wasn't enough as they lost, and they yet again you could see the way Kevari performed against Nigeria. They used the same blueprint. Are they able to out-rebound Uganda? Kind of, I can say that they were able to figure it out as they made Uganda foul 31 times. They drew all those fouls, but in the turnovers, they led in turnovers, 22 turnovers. They have to at least take care of the basketball. They led in assists with 18 assists, 11 steals. They led in steals. And in the blocks, you could see they led in 4 blocks. Two of those blocks recorded by Walter Tavares. So, but Kevari, points from turnovers, they led in that, 27 points from turnovers. They tied in fast break points with Uganda, 14 second chance points. They dominated inside the paint, especially having a defensive presence in Walter Tavares in there. 48 points in the paint, and points from the bench, 23. So, having that performance, there was no way they were going to drop that game. They dominated Uganda for 34 minutes, and there was only one lead change, and it happened in the second half, midway in the third quarter. So, yeah, I mean, Kevari yet here again for payback, and the usual suspects. We have I mentioned Walter Tavares. He played 26 minutes, 21 points, 8 of 8 shooting from the field. And he didn't even miss. He was perfect from the field, and he made majority of his free throws, 71.4%, and he completed with 2 blocks. He had a plus 24 efficiency, which is pretty good. It was necessary for him to have such a game so that they can be able to win. Got Fidel Medonka, 11 points. Joel Almeida, 14. William Francis Monteiro, 22 points in 29 minutes play, 58% shooting. It was a good outing for Kevari. Shot 47% from the field, and but they needed to get it together at the line. But Uganda, it was just downhill as Ishmael. They had the services of Ishmael Wainwright, 30 minutes play, 21 points. He was just fresh off the playoffs. They got knocked out by the Dallas Mavericks in the second round, despite winning 64 games. But that's the story of another day. I mentioned this. But from the line, he shot 4-4. That was 100%, and but it still wasn't enough. His 20, but also Arthur Kaluma, 22 minutes played, 18 points. Robinson Opong he averaged a silent 11 points on 34 minutes played. didn't have the best shooting splits, and this is the reason why they lost. And yeah, that's rounds up Kevari, and Kevari finished top of Group A with 3 wins, 1 losses. We're not covering the Mali because Mali got disqualified. Those games got nixed from the rankings, and safe to say they are much more of a dark horse team. I wouldn't say that they would shock me if they came out of Africa, but they're a team to look at, especially having a guy like Walter Tavares, the Almeida brothers in there, guys who shoot lights out from deep. Those are the guys that can give Kevari the edge over these top teams like Nigeria. They beat Nigeria back to back, so that explains a lot. And yeah, I mean, Uganda, they only won 1 game, 3 losses. I mentioned them in a previous video. Now, not sure what the second round will yield, but we're just optimistic. But Kevari, they're a good team. They're a solid team. And yeah, that's just about it. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments. What you think about this FIBA World Cup? What you think about this window? And I'm out. I'm going to see you in the next upload.